Hello there, it's Gary again. What we're about to do now is we're going to show you what's inside a GRT. As you can see, this is how you will get it packaged. Everything's inside, and what I'm going to do next is I'm going to have Amit come over here and we're going to open it up and we're going to show you what you get inside the package. I'll go help over here.
Yep, let's open the box.
Yep. So as you can see, the heater is well packed. It comes completely already assembled. And what we'll do right now is we'll pull it out and show you what comes inside.
There is a manual for installation instructions. Very important to follow when we're installing the heater.
So what we'll do now is we'll start pulling the components out.
Yeah.
It comes with a flex hose. Yes, gas flex hose with a gas valve inside, which you can't see right now, but it's in there. So the shut-off valve is there. This is the venting part of it. For those who know, this is a single wall C-vent. You get 8 feet of this. And this goes on the outside for fresh air. And in here, we have the 2-inch vent pipe, which goes inside the 4-inch C-vent. It's called, because the heater is a concentric vented heater, you have both. So I won't pull this out yet, but just let you know you get that as well. Now in here as well, you have a wall symbol. And that's what the C-vent stops on the inside, and the 2-inch vent pipe goes through to the outside. So it comes with its own wall pipe. And now, I think we'll just pull out the heater itself. So, as you can see, this heater is completely assembled. So you don't have to worry about putting it together. It makes it easy for installation. So next time, we will show you installed, so you'll see how it looks. We are here again, and now we have the complete components all outside and out of the boxes. Number one thing, read the manual. That way, it gets built correctly, no problems. I like to start with the heater. As you can see, it's pre-assembled, easy for installation. Don't have to worry about filling, putting burner boxes on or anything. Over here, we have all the different components that also come with the heater. First, we have the brackets to help hang it, with the quick connects that help you with the chain to hang it. Over here, we have the 2-inch vent pipe, as well as the 2-inch vent pipe connector. Over here, we have our single wall fresh air venting that you would use that goes around the 2-inch pipe. This is our wall thimble. This wall thimble is where the pipe comes through here and in here, and then stops here on the inside for this 4-inch pipe. Last but not least, we have our flex hose with our shut-off valve. Very important. And that's it. Okay, now we're going to talk about venting of the heater. As you can see here, we took the components we had before and we put it into the order they normally would be installed. As you can see, it's a concentric vent, pipe within a pipe. This also includes efficiency as well, up to 82%. Now, what we have over here is we have our 2-inch pipe, what we call our coupling, which connects into this. Then what we do is we add the balance, whatever that is, whether it's 6 feet, 4 feet, It does come with the ability to do 8 feet of venting, so you got up to 8 feet. Connect that pipe into that pipe, and that gives you a straight. Now, over top of that, we will put our sea vent for the fresh air. And this goes inside of this, like we have right over here, as we can show you. And what it does, basically, it preheats the air that comes through our wall thimble around the vent, goes back into here. So in a sense, that's how we get our concentric vent. Going back here, this is our wall thimble. This goes literally through the wall and sits on the outside of the wall. The sea vent connects into this part, and your wall would be right about here. So this is basically for a standard horizontal exhaust. Now that we talked about horizontal venting, you do have the option of going through the roof as well. We provide, if needed, an option, what we call our roof vent kit. And it's pretty simple how it works. Basically, it comes in 3 parts. This is for the fresh air, this is the T, this is the piece that goes inside. This piece here goes in this end, so when you do this, you get a bit of a seal, and you connect this end to this pipe. And that's your air for your exhaust. Then over here, you get an adapter that goes from 3-inch to 4-inch B-vent. And your B-vent would literally do a 90 and straight out the roof. So, and this part here acts as your fresh air. Since we no longer have a concentric vent, it has to come from somewhere, so it comes through this fresh air cap that's attached to this piece. And that's it. Hi, we're going to talk about installation now, and it's probably the simplest part of this heater actually. First thing you do is we have a little quick installation guide here. You can check it out. It gives you some quick points on how to install it. The nice thing about this heater is, as you can see, it's completely already built. So the point is, really all you got to do is install it with either chain, 2-pound chain, or airline cable, whatever you prefer. You can hang the heater straight up, and so it goes straight down, or you can hang it at a 45 degree, whatever you prefer. Next picture you'll see, we will show you actually hanging, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Now, we've got our heater hung. What sort of things we should consider during the installation of it?
Okay, so when we are installing the heater, after the heater is installed, I would say there is like a checklist points. So first thing is, we have to maintain clearance to combustible all around, top, side, bottom. Make sure that you advise customer not to put things that combustible and catch fire. Maintain height from deco grill to the floor for Canada 7 feet and USA 8 feet. Venting is very important, where you seal all the joints with high temperature RTU silicone and 3 screws, so no flue gas back to the combustion air. And last not but the least is the thermostat. Make sure that you have correct wiring and program the thermostat if you need to according to the manufacturing instruction, so you don't have to go back to make sure that hey, he's working on high fire and low fire, or it's only one fire. I think that's all for now.
Good, thanks. To discuss various types of controls we have with the GRT. As you can see on the table here, we have everything from a 2-stage, a switch, or a single stage, depending on your preference. And then what I'll do is we'll have Amit answer a few questions on the various different kind of controls. Okay, so number 1, our 2-stage. We have our 2-stage stat. And Amit, can you please tell me what, if any, issues our contractor may have in installing a 2-stage switch?
2-stage heater, the thermostat manufacturers are making a lot of different kind of thermostats, and some are universal, where you have switches, dip switches in the thermostat. So if you want a single state thermostat, it's factory default, but if you want a 2-state thermostat, there are some dip switches at the back that you have to set, and that gives you 2-stage operation. A lot of time, maybe rush or maybe not enough information available, we always just put the thermostat and try to run it instead of looking at the information from the manufacturer and try to set it.
Okay. Would it be fair to say that you could use other people's 2-stage thermostats instead of ours if they have that? Like, is there really any big difference between the two?
No, thermostats are okay. You can buy it from any source. Our heater is compatible with all the thermostats. It's like a universal product.
Okay, good. That's good to hear. On our switch, we have our stated switch. You explain that. That's a hardwired one. You also have a wireless one if you want to talk about that.
Yeah, we have a two-state switch option available where this is for outdoor operation. So we can wire our heater with a two-state switch, and you can have low or high operation continuously. Same time, we have some. Our heater is compatible with some Wi-Fi switches, like Home Depot is selling Lutron switches that you can use your cell phone and turn it on and off, or you can go high and low. That's also compatible with our heater.
And moving on that theme, we can also use smart stats as well, correct? That's one of the nice features we have.
Yes, our heater is compatible with all the Wi-Fi smart thermostat where you need a power, a common wire must, and you have a signal.
Oh, that's good to hear. Now, last but not least, we can also use, if the customer wants, a single zone switch rather than a two-stage switch. So my understanding is they could just set it to whatever BTUs they want, correct?
Yes, our heater is double BTU, so if somebody says uh, my garage is small and I don't need that full force,
Exactly.
then you can buy our heater as just the single stage low fire. Or somebody says, I don't want to use switches, I have a thermostat available in my home that's single stage, can I run it? Yes, why not? You can run high fire all the time or low fire all the time as a single stage.
And the instructions are there on how to wire that up.
Yes, we have all kind of wiring diagrams in our manual that anybody can wire the way they want it.
Okay, that's good to hear. Last but not least, there is one difference between our old GR and the GRT, and that is the loop-in switch, if you want, loop-in connection, if you want to take a look at that. And maybe you can explain a little bit about that.
So what we have is now in the new GRT series, we have pre-wired a terminal block where we have all kind of wirings. So they are color coded, and it's also on the wiring diagram that which wire is power, which is W1 signal, which is W2 signal. And in the smart thermostat, you need a common, that's we have ground terminal on that. So there is no hassle, you just go with the wire color coded from the wiring diagram, put your wires, and you're done. It's like a 2-minute job.
Great. Well, that concludes our section on controls.